Good afternoon. Hello. Hola, hola, guys. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. It is week 3 of our business growth program. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome, everyone. All right, welcome to your 12-week program. I see everyone is trickling in. Welcome so much. Thank you for joining us. So we'll give everyone a couple of seconds to get settled. Great to see all of you. It is week 3 of our 12-week business program. Today we're chatting about LinkedIn. Very exciting. One of my favorite topics. If you have just joined us, hello, welcome. Please note, to the right of your screen, you'll see Top Chat. If you want to activate what's currently being said on live chat, so click on Top Chat, there's a drop-down arrow, and select live chat. Guys, thank you so much and welcome. It is me of our 12-week business program, and today we are chatting LinkedIn. Super exciting. So thank you so much for joining us. A few more people joining us. Welcome. Wonderful to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. All right. So it is week 3, and we are going to be chatting about LinkedIn and how to optimize your profile for business posture. And I've used those words specifically for a reason. Last week, we spoke about brand culture, mostly about positioning. And today, we're going to look at how to use your LinkedIn profile to position you, there's that word again, as a thought leader, actually an authority in your space. All right, so yeah, very exciting. All right, LinkedIn optimization. Now, remember, we are using LinkedIn to garner new business. LinkedIn will be used to develop our network, and whatever it is that we use LinkedIn for, mentorship, maybe even get a business coach. It doesn't necessarily have to be to get new business, but it is a great tool for that. And keep in mind that whatever you're building on your LinkedIn profile is for now and the future. All right, and there's this common misconception of LinkedIn is an online CV. Yeah, maybe that's how LinkedIn was built back in the day, guys. You drop in your CV there and you hope that some recruiter is going to find you and offer you a job. But LinkedIn is so much more than that. All right, so there's a lot of key things that we're going to address in order to optimize your LinkedIn profile. Obviously, number one, you need to have a LinkedIn profile. So if you don't have one, the very first thing that you're going to do today when you leave the session is go and create a LinkedIn profile. But hopefully at least 98% of you do have a LinkedIn profile. I certainly hope so. All right, LinkedIn is very, very important to develop your business profile. And, you know, for a lot of us, we say, oh, we don't want to do CV. Okay, but then use a LinkedIn profile to help you with whatever it is in the business world. And it's not only to find a new job, or to find new clients, but it could be, like I said previously, to get a mentor, a business coach. LinkedIn is a beautiful thing. And if we understand how it works and we can learn to optimize it and position ourselves on LinkedIn, man, the world is the limit. So just a quick question, those who have joined us, in the chat section, who just does not have a LinkedIn profile? So out of interest, I want to see if my 98% submission is correct. Who does not have a LinkedIn profile? So while we wait to get your feedback, this is what we're going to cover today. So instead of writing a whole long spiel as a presentation, we're going to do a live snapshot of what my LinkedIn profile looks like. I have optimized it, and you'll see now where I've positioned myself. So the I almost want to say the most obvious thing is to make sure that you have a beautiful headshot, if you will. So you need to make sure that your headshot is professional. Right. You'll see here, I'm taking you through to my LinkedIn, and let's take a look at what I've done. So number one, and it's the first mistake a lot of people make, is that they don't have a professional headshot. It's so important. Back in the day, when we went to sales meetings, business meetings, we went to the bank for a loan, we could speak to the person, look them in the eye, shake their hand. Now everything is digital. So that first impression is your headshot. And I can tell you right now, if you're going to ask to connect with me, one, you don't have a photo, I'm not going to connect with you. If your personal profile has some logo or some weird graphic, I'm not going to connect with you. If you have a photo of yourself and your dog, well, we might connect, but it's a business platform. Why won't I connect with you if you don't have a headshot? Because this is personal. I wanted to build a business relationship with you on LinkedIn. And if I cannot see a photo of the person that I'm connecting with, man, what are you trying to hide? Why won't you show your face? So I need to be able to see you to engage with you and see you to engage with you. All right, so please make sure that you have a professional headshot. And you can go and take a selfie. You can YouTube or Google how to do professional headshot selfies and do it with your phone. But make sure that the background is clear, that you don't have any weird things popping up in the background, and that it is presentable. Okay, so this is your digital hand, if you will. Right, then we're going to take a look at your job title. You could follow two routes. So there's the traditional route and there is the non-traditional route. So you could say, right, I want to just put in there CEO, like I've done. So I've gone the little bit more traditional route. I've said I'm a business owner, and if you look at my title, you can see the things that I'm busy with. Or you could customize it and say, I help small businesses get better sales leads through my customized marketing funnel, if you will. All right, if you are in a consulting business and you help people speak better in public, then you're going to say that I help potential speakers garner their potential market through customized speaking tips. All right, so you could, there's one or two approaches, neither is right, neither is wrong. It really, I think this part will be what you prefer. Ultimately, what you put in your job title needs to speak to what are you trying to gain with your LinkedIn profile. And we're going to touch now on what it is that you can do with your LinkedIn profile, but let's first look at the elements that we need to optimize. Okay, then I want us to take a look at not just the headshot and not just the job title, but you see that I spoke there about real estate. Quick question, does anyone know or has anyone come across the term real estate within marketing terms and how to optimize it, how to use that? If you do, give us a shout in the live chat right now. It'd be great to know. All right, so when we say make better use of real estate, what we're really referring to are the following elements, and I will show you here, again on my LinkedIn profile, is one, this section here with the image. Now, I would recommend that you utilize this part. If you want to see it in the following term, you can see it as a billboard, okay, and in profile. So it might be that you have multiple marketing campaigns running at the same time. At the moment, I am highlighting my new business that we've launched, which is sales recruitment. And so I'm using my billboard or my real estate to highlight that fact. But what you also see off the bat is that I love sales. And you are going to pick them up because that's how I've positioned myself. Again, that word, positioning. So I've positioned myself as a go-to person, as the authority when it comes to sales. And that is sales training, sales coaching, sales mentoring, sales masterclasses, sales meetings, sales leads, sales recruitment, you name it. That's how I position myself. Now, how will you position your profile to make sure that you get the business that you want? Right. The real estate, I'm talking about that top image where you see it says rethink the way you hire, rethink sales. There you can highlight a feature or a benefit of your particular service, or you could highlight a particular business. Have contact details there if you want. So a quick email address or a link somewhere, or you can use hashtags or multiple keywords to highlight the cause of your marketing campaign. So that's one real estate. The next real estate, which we're referring to, is this section here, is your job title. So yeah, at a glance, your crowd will know exactly what you do. Now, I want you to keep in mind your LinkedIn profile, and you'll see that you mention it is you share online sales agent. So your LinkedIn profile needs to be able to do business for you while you're speaking. It's the same thing as a website, but it's a lot more active, a lot more engaging. It's a lot more thought leadership. It's a lot more personalized. It's a lot more tailored to what you're busy with currently. So make sure that your LinkedIn profile is working optimally for you as your online sales agent. Right. So your two real estates that you really need to take a look at is that profile image. What can you do to create the right first impression? And what is your job title? Remember, so when they come to your profile, these are the first few things that they see. You've got 8 seconds to create the right impression. If you were going to a sales meeting or a business meeting or an interview, if you were wanting to book yourself a speaking gig or whatever the case is, when you are in person, you can create that first impression. And it's I almost want to say easy, but with the online profile like LinkedIn, you are now dependent on how you put your profile together to speak for you in the correct way. All right. Your bio. This is a great opportunity to tell yourself, guys, I know that we've been taught not to brag about ourselves, but really, you need to start bragging about yourself. You need to start bragging about your achievements, your accomplishments. Clients love you, how your staff loves you. You need to highlight that when it comes to your LinkedIn profile. So now's your opportunity to brag, brag, brag. All right, in your bio, you have, I'm not sure how many characters it is, but it's quite a few characters where you can chat about what you're busy with, where you can help your visitor. Now, remember, before you even get to this point, you need to understand your positioning. You need to understand who's your target market. These are elements that we spoke about in last week's course. If you understand who you're targeting, who your market is, it's going to be very easy you do this bio. All right, because it obviously has to be positioned in such a way that you speak to your target market. Now, there's a couple of ways of writing the bio. Again, there's no right or wrong way. It really is how what you write will speak to your target market. So you can write in the first person, you can write in the third person. If you're not comfortable writing your own bio, get someone else to write it for you, preferably someone who knows you really well. Preferably a colleague, a business partner, an expert who can write your bio for you. All right, remember that your bio needs to be converting. So it needs to be you, whoever you are, if you're a John or a Kelly or Tammy or a Jacques or whoever, that voice, that element comes through in the bio. Again, you're not there to speak to the person. So this bio needs to speak to them in your voice. So if you want to hire an expert to do this for you, by all means do it. I've got no problem with that. But optimize this part. Take advantage of what you can say here. I would absolutely encourage maximizing the characters that you have. I would encourage highlighting to the visitor where you can help them. So what pain do you solve? I would also encourage, and I don't have it here, I'm guilty, well, and if you don't, fine, you can go do your research, is you can go and say to LinkedIn, I want to be notified when this hashtag is used in a post. It could be a business, hashtag business. It could be hashtag training, hashtag sales, hashtag virtual assistant, hashtag consultant. Whatever it is that works for you, you'll know which hashtags are relevant to your industry. So use the hashtags to your advantage. Okay, it is something that we picked up. All right, so yeah, you have the ability for my visitor to contact me. You can do the same. Excuse me. Writing the bio, I'm happy with that because we need to make sure that it's converting. We need to make sure that it speaks to your audience, your target market. That it absolutely aligns with what you want to achieve with your LinkedIn profile. Make sure industry includes that are relevant to your industry. Links, videos, and that kind of thing, you're welcome to include them. You need to make sure that your LinkedIn profile speaks on your behalf while you're not there. Okay, so which has to be professional. These guys is very important. I cannot stress that enough. Using the real estate to optimize what you need to do with your LinkedIn profile. So what do you want the visitor to know about you? Then the next thing we spoke about is your bio. Again, if you want to bring an expert to write your bio for you, you're welcome to. If you want to write the bio yourself, great, because it's in your own voice, it's authentic, awesome. If you want to hire a consultant or an expert to write it for you, also fabulous. Make sure that this person really cool. Okay, so we've covered quite a few elements already. Are there any questions so far? Guys, are you seeing these things on your own profile? Are you taking advantage of your LinkedIn profile? Quickly tell us in the live chat if anyone is using what elements I have now spoken about, if you are using it in your LinkedIn profile, it'd be great to hear about it. Alrighty, so the next thing that we want to do is to highlight your work experience. Now, yes and no, it's an online CV if you want to see it that way, but why do we want to highlight your work experience? Because we, again, want the visitor to understand what it is that you are great at, where can they make use of your services or your product. And by highlighting your work experience, you're establishing yourself as a thought leader. You are establishing yourself as an authority. It's all part of it. We are going to get to how to get those leads, but guys, it's like building a house. You need to make sure that the foundation is sound. We need to make sure that when we build the walls to this house, that no cracks appear, that if there's an earthquake or a tremor, that the whole thing doesn't collapse. All right, so we need to make sure that we start off with the right elements on your LinkedIn profile. And we've covered quite a few things already. I'd love to hear feedback from you on what elements you already have in your LinkedIn profile and where you feel that you're falling short. Have you brought in an expert to help you optimize your LinkedIn profile? Is it something that you're currently doing? Is it part of your marketing plan? You know, there's a stat, something like 83% of all B2B sales leads is generated on LinkedIn. If you are in a service-based business, you are in a prime spot. However, if you have a product-based business, you can also use LinkedIn to find new businesses. It's that, I want to say simple. It's that easy. You've been provided the platform that is going to do so many great things for you. All right, so it's very, very important that you do highlight your work experience. Again, establishing yourself as a thought leader, an authority, as a go-to person. If you look at my LinkedIn profile, you'll see I've established myself as everything sales. So I get a lot of inquiries when it comes to helping generate sales leads, people who are looking for salespeople, people who are looking for sales coaching, for sales mentoring. I've positioned my profile in such a manner that anything sales will come my way. If I can help the person, I will absolutely. If I cannot, I'll refer them to the right people. If you take a look further down on my profile, and I'm going to come through to the next part of what we need to do to optimize your profile is the publications, that kind of thing. But before I get there, you'll see that I have highlighted my work experience and what I'm busy with. All right, so yeah, again, I'm establishing myself as a reliable, stable business person who knows what she's talking about. I've got the experience. But even more so is, you'll see, yeah, I've got recommendations. So feel free to ask people for recommendations. And guys, be reciprocal. So if you're going to ask someone for a recommendation, will they be willing to do so, number one? And number two, are you willing and able to give them a recommendation? And I don't want this to be a thing of, okay, you recommend me and I'm going to recommend you and we're all happy. It's got to be authentic. It's got to be valid. We need to bring value with these recommendations. So again, if the praise is there and it's deserving, give it, absolutely. The recommendations is just another stamp of approval to say, yes, we know what we're doing. I am expert. I am the go-to person. So we need to take a look at all the elements that we spoke about and see what resonates with you. Again, in the live chat, let me know what resonates with you so far and what we've discussed. All the different elements, your professional headshot, the real estate that you can optimize, your bio that you can optimize, hashtags, keywords, your work experience, understanding that your LinkedIn profile is your online sales agent. Like a website, it's a lot more interactive, but it's something that speaks on your behalf while you're sleeping. It's something that will get business for you while you're sleeping. Right, so let me know in the comments what has resonated with you so far. Okay, so I want to go back here. And now we need to understand how to position your profile in such a way that we establish you as a thought leader. There are various ways of using LinkedIn for this. So you can do publications, you can do video, you can do general social posts, you can join groups and comment there, you can comment on other people's publications, and so forth. So LinkedIn has provided you with a lot of opportunity to engage and to be seen. The more you're seen, the more your name pops up in other people's feed, the more they're going to take note of you. Write this down. It takes a prospective client 8 times to see your brand before they want to engage with you. So write it down. 8 times they need to engage with your brand before they're going to want to engage with you. Why? Because during that time that they see your name pop up, subliminally, they're understanding that you are a thought leader, you're credible, you're reliable. Other people love what you do because they're also engaging with you. So make sure that you do that. And guys, it's hard graft. I know marketing is hard work. It's not this thing where you pop a pill and you lose weight. No, you need to do marketing every day. You need to actively go out and understand who's your target market and go speak with them. So, and LinkedIn is beautiful for this. I love LinkedIn that it can do this for us. Right, so I'm going to pop on over back to my profile, and I want to show you. So let's go through to the publications part. Let's do that part first. Now, LinkedIn calls it polls, publications, articles, whatever you will. The first thing that you need to make sure is that you have a very catchy headline. No, scrap that. The first thing that you need to do before you write anything is to understand, what are you writing? Who are you writing it for? What do you want to achieve with your article? Do you want to get business directly from it? Do you want to establish yourself as a thought leader? Do you want people to engage with you and your profile? On that note, make a note that anything that you do on LinkedIn is from your personal profile. You don't necessarily need a company page to achieve any of this. Use your personal profile. A lot of people have commented and said, well, I don't have a company page. You don't need a company page. In fact, you have to have a personal profile. And if you only have that, then you're fine. Why? Because we want to do business with you. We want to do business with the Tammys and the Kellys and the Johns. We want to understand what are you about. Because if we can buy into you, then we want to do business with you. All right. Now, when you write your article, and I'm not going to go into how to write a blog because that's a whole different story. Blog, article, publications, all the same thing. Is you need to have a catchy headline, number one. And number two, we need to write in such a manner, and you'll see here, I've got a lot of subheadings. We need to write for the left brain people and the right brain people. Do we understand when I say left brain people and right brain people? Guys, in the comments, let me know, do we understand what that means? So left brain people are your more analytical people. They are your data-driven people. They want to understand the how, why, what. They want to know all the details. So these are the people that are going to read your blog from the beginning to the end. All right, so when you write your article, make sure that your facts are straight, that what you write is converting, that it's interesting, and that it will take the reader to the next step. When we write for the right brain people, it's for creative people. So you're creative thinkers. And if I go back to my article here, the right brain people are going to scan. Create order in your sales day, avoid procrastination. Surround yourself with a positive mindset. Okay, great. I only want to read this section. Right brain people are not going to read the entire thing. So they're going to take elements from your article. So make sure when you write that you cater for both mindsets. For those who want to sit down and they're happy to read for 5 minutes, and those who want to scroll through and only take away elements, but you still want to have the same call to action, is that you want both people to contact you. You can use the real estate, again, at the bottom here, to highlight whatever business it is that you are featuring, that you're talking about in your article. And you'll see at the bottom here that we have used hashtags that are relevant to our industry and to our target market. Okay. There's a cool tool, and I love it, and I tell everyone about it, called CoSchedule. I'm going to briefly show you. So we're going to copy this heading, and we're going to go to CoSchedule. You can write it down, coschedule.com. Headline Analyzer is the section that you want to go to. I'm going to paste my heading here, and I'm going to ask them to analyze it. All right, so let's scroll down. And you'll see that what they've done is they have given us percentages of words, names that convert in the in the heading. They give you percentages of common words that use, uncommon words, and emotional words. So if you go back, you'll see a trigger word would be easy. So, okay, yeah, I want to streamline my sales process, but it sounds like an absolute schlep. But there's 6 easy ways to do this. Ooh, okay, I'm interested. I definitely want to read this article. Okay, so there's a cool tool for you, CoSchedule. It's a great headline analyzer. Then, now I'm really going to show you the nitty-gritty. All right, so now you can see the people that have viewed it, what their job titles are, the area that they're in, and the kind of comments that you've received, how many people viewed your article. Why is this important? We call it live feedback, if you will, or you can call it A/B testing. So every time that you write an article, you want to definitely go and investigate the stats on that particular article. Why? Because you wrote the article with intention. What was the intention? That you want to establish yourself as a thought leader, absolutely. You want to create brand awareness. But maybe what you wanted the reader to do was to say, okay, I've read this now. Oh, it sounds like a lot of work. I'd rather you do it. I'd rather want you to go and do it. So where do I go? Can I go to your website? How can I contact you? Because I don't want to streamline my sales process. I want you to do it, Karen. you seem to be the authority in this space. Let me contact you and you go ahead and do it. All right, so when you write your article, write it with intention. Make sure that you get the call to action that you're looking for. Make sure that's engaging. And you're going to get that insight from the stats. So it's very important that you go and look at the stats, go understand the stats, and see how the article converts. I would recommend that you do at least one article a week. If you can, do 2 articles a week. Again, it's about establishing yourself as a thought leader and it's creating brand awareness. So it's a great way to do that. Another way of creating brand awareness and establishing thought leadership is through videos. And surprise, surprise, the highest converting content are videos. And you'll find that as time passes, more and more people are watching videos. They don't particularly want to go and sit down and read. So again, you're going to cater for 2 markets. You're going to get those people who want to read. When they have quiet time, they want to go read your article. But you also have those who want to go and see it in video. Why? Because they want to get a feel for you, the person behind the brand, the business. So they want to get a feel for the Tammy, the Kelly, the John, the Jacques. They want to hear your voice. They want to see your authenticity come through. They want to understand a little bit more of you as a person before they engage with you in the next step. So guys, videos are very, very key to your marketing campaign. Your social posts. Please don't post things for the sake of posting just to have an active feed. Don't do that. When you do post, again, intention, a call to action. What do you want the visitor to do? You've got to lead them. You've got to take them by the hand and say, right, I'm sharing this motivational post. But what I actually am saying is, I want you to feel inspired by me and my brand. So much so that I want you to go and engage. I want you to go and comment on my article. I want you to go read and follow my articles. I want you to watch my videos. I want you to book a consultation with me. I want you to email me. I want you to download my ebook. Whatever the instance is, you need to go encourage the visitor to go and do these things. All right, so how does this, all of this, get you the sales leads that you're looking for? Good question. Okay, so your LinkedIn profile is your online sales agent. Your online sales agent is a means to help get new business through the door. But there's only one part of the house that we're building. It's the corner of the house. It's the foundation of the house. Your LinkedIn profile needs to be optimized to facilitate the marketing campaign that you're busy with. Let's say that you are wanting to use a LinkedIn profile to get in new business. Great. So everything that you do on your LinkedIn profile is going to position you as a thought leader and authority in your space. You're going to make sure that your work experience speaks to that authority that you want to establish, that your bio helps position you as a thought leader so that people want to engage with you, that your headshot is professional and engaging, and I can see the person behind who the profile is, and I understand, I can see you're authentic, and I want to engage with you. These are all elements to help you establish yourself. The videos, the publications are all part of it. But what is the next step? Okay. Now we need to understand who's our buyer persona, who is our target market. So if we want to, again, we're doing a consulting business, and let's say we are helping you become a better speaker in the speaking space, that you're going to go and identify potential or prospective speakers in your audience, and your audience being your connections. So now you're going to do quality outreach. You're going to go connect with people on LinkedIn who look like they could be prospective clients. But we're not going to just engage and connect with millions of people so that we can say we've got 10 million connections on LinkedIn. In fact, they don't even lie. I think it's 30,000 is the max. All right, so you need to go intentionally identify who's your target market. You can sign up for Sales Navigator or a premium LinkedIn account, or you can use your free, and in fact, you can achieve a lot with your free account. And look at job titles. So let's say, for instance, you are wanting to speak to all HR managers. Then you're going to go find HR managers in your network and connect with them if they're second or third tier connections. Guys, please write this down. Do not send the standard LinkedIn connection message. You need to personalize it. If I receive a connection message from you, and it's a standard connection message, I'm going to feel like, well, you didn't really take time to understand me and to understand what is my pain and how you can help me. I encourage you to go and take 2 minutes and go look at that person's profile. Take an element from there that you can chat about. And in your connection message, personalize it with that one highlight that you've taken from their profile. Okay, now they're going to sit up and take note because, oh, you did research on me. Yes, I will connect with you. There seems to be some value here. I'm not sure where this is going, but I'd love to connect with you. All right, so send a personalized connection message. That's your first step. Then your second step is they're going to connect with you. Now you can send out another message. Thank you so much, John, for connecting with me. I see that you belong to this group. I belong to the same group. Great to see you there. Or I see that you wrote this amazing article and my takeaway was this. Or loved your video on X, Y, and Z. I thought it was quite thought-provoking. So what are you doing? You are now making it about them. It's not about you. You're not selling at this point. You are building a relationship with your prospective client. All right, so you're making it about John. You're making it about them. In the spirit of reciprocity, John is going to say, well, thank you so much for the compliment. And I've checked out your profile and I see you are busy with X, Y, and Z. Tell me more about it. Okay. Now we can start entering that conversation of where you want to lead them. So do you see what you're doing? You are leaving breadcrumbs for your prospective client on LinkedIn. You're taking them by the hand. It's a very gentle way of building business. You are building authenticity. You are establishing a relationship with this person. Why? Because people buy from people. So you want to make sure that you come across as being credible, as reliable, as a thought leader, as someone who brings value. And you're now leading them to a point where you eventually can engage in what you actually want to do with them. Does it make sense? Guys, in the live chat, comment there, let me know. We would love to hear your feedback so far on what your thoughts are. Because again, in the greater scheme of things, you can find business on LinkedIn and you are going to find business on LinkedIn. But phase one is getting your profile right, is establishing yourself and positioning yourself in a way that will lead the breadcrumbs to the destination. Then the next part of your marketing campaign is to establish yourself as a thought leader in creating brand awareness. How? Through the publications that you're going to write, the videos that you're going to share, your social posts that you're going to be putting out there that are either thought-provoking or informative. They call it selling education. Is educating your prospective clients on what it is that you do and how you can help them. All of these are elements in helping you get business on LinkedIn. Isn't it great that you have a platform in your hand, on your cell phone, on your laptop, where you have a market at the ready who will buy into you and will buy into what you're offering because you're there. And if you're not there, well, it's going to be difficult to do business with you, isn't it? So LinkedIn is for sure a great way of garnering new business, but you've got to make sure that you're optimized your profile in the right way, that you're doing the right kind of outreach. Guys, please, please, please do not spam people. Do not come across as being unauthentic. Make sure that you always bring value. Whatever you do on LinkedIn, well, in fact, anything you do in business, that you always bring in value. Make sure that you understand who are you targeting, what pain are you solving, and what is your solution. Because if your message is not clear, whether it's in a social post, whether it's in a video, whether it's in a publication, whether you're commenting in a group, if your message is not clear, it's going to be very difficult for anyone to sign up with you. If it's clear in your mind and you really understand what it is that you want to achieve, it's going to be super clear in your prospective client's mind. You are able to absolutely run multiple campaigns at once. So, for instance, if you have 2 or 3 businesses on the go, you can do different campaigns at the same time. And how does that look? It means connecting with, let's say, sales directors in an industry to go and get them sales training. It could be that at the same time, while you're connecting with them, that you are connecting with all the HR managers because you have a software that they can use for their recruitment process. And then you can still go and connect with business thought leaders to find yourself a mentor. So you absolutely are able to use your profile in multiple ways at the same time. Remember, who's your greatest ambassador? Are those people that you've converted, those people who have absolutely bought into your vision, those people whose visions align with yours. These people who shout from the rooftops, who tell everyone how amazing you are, they are your best ambassadors. These are the people that are going to help create brand awareness for you and establish your authenticity in your field. I absolutely, I cannot stress enough, encourage you, diarize it. 20 minutes every day, at least, minimum, that you spend in LinkedIn, on your profile, on whatever it is that you're doing. Write it down. 20 minutes daily. Guys, if you can find time to make yourself a cup of coffee, if you can find time to Instagram for 20 minutes, if you can find time to go and watch some series or do research for your business, surely you can find 20 minutes of your time to build your marketing campaign, i.e., to go and optimize your LinkedIn profile. What's 20 minutes? It's nothing. 20 minutes flies by like that. So diarize it. Make a date with yourself daily, 20 minutes. And put structure to those 20 minutes. Say that I'm going to connect with 20 quality connections. I'm going to do outreach to 20 people that I'd love to do business with. I'm going to spend a minute, 2 minutes maybe on each profile, take an element from their profile, reach out to them and chat to them about it. This is not about you at this point. It is about the person that you're reaching out to. Take the time to do that. If someone has responded, take the time to respond to them. You don't want to take too long in your response. If you are following a couple of thought leaders, go and comment on their blogs, comment in groups, go comment on social posts, but spend time on LinkedIn. Again, it's that whole brand awareness thing. If your name keeps on popping up, man, people are going to sit up and take note of you. They're going to want to engage with you because they keep on seeing Tammy or the Sally that keeps on coming up in their feed. Who is a Sally person? They keep on commenting. And, if I see your job title, I can see that you are a salesperson. You are someone who is great in the engineering field. You are a virtual assistant. You're a graphic designer. I actually need your services. I want to chat with you. Something came up now. There's a project and I need your help with this. I want to pop over back to my LinkedIn profile and you'll see here, the first thing that I've said is global business owner. So when I go and comment or engage with anyone on LinkedIn, they're going to see my name and they're going to see the first part of my title. Okay, so it's subliminal. You want to make sure that you have that nugget that sticks in the person's mind. And again, use the real estate to help you establish that. If you don't feel comfortable speaking to people in person, great. LinkedIn's perfect for you because now you can sit on your laptop, behind your laptop, you can sit on your phone, you can do outreach with prospective clients. You don't have to cold call. And it's your oyster. You can reach people in Dubai, in America, wherever it is that you want to do business. LinkedIn is giving it for you. It's beautiful. It's absolutely awesome. So I believe that we are now close to the end of our presentation. Yes, we are. And I really, really hope that you guys found this of interest, that you found value in it. And it's now your turn. So while we have the time here now, ask me questions. Go to the live chat, the screen in front of you to the right. Type your question there. The moderator will let me know what you have asked. I will attempt to answer as many questions as possible right now. Guys, remember, LinkedIn will help establish you as a thought leader. It will help create brand awareness. It will help get business for you. But you need to position your profile in such a way that it speaks to your target market. And the best thing is that you can do all of this for free. You don't need a paid version right now to achieve what you want to achieve, to grow your business, to get the sales leads, to get business partners in, to grow your team, whatever it is that you want to achieve with LinkedIn, it's free. All it's going to cost you is time. It's going to cost you time to go and sit and strategize and determine what it is, where do you want to direct your profile, what it is that you want to achieve with this. All right, so let's hear your questions. Let's see how we can help you right now. Questions? All right, the first question that we've received, and I love this question, is content creation. So where do you find inspiration for content creation? And there's so many ways of doing this. So you could have your daily dose. It could be a daily newsletter that you belong to, that you receive in your inbox every day, that could give you inspiration to elaborate on a certain topic. You could be following certain public figures who have posted something that could inspire a thought. You could go watch a motivational video. You could read a chapter in a book. You could have a conversation with someone that could trigger a thought that could help you with your content direction. It could be a problem that one of your current clients have. It could be an objection that a prospective client has thrown your way. It could be a staff thing. So there's inspiration everywhere for content. And it's up to you to have opportunity eyes, write this down, opportunity eyes, to see all these things and know what it is that you want to write about. And the content creation's at your fingertips, really. Next question.
Can your Instagram and your LinkedIn hashtags be the same, and how do you find that?
The question is, can your Instagram hashtags and your LinkedIn hashtags be the same? Absolutely. If I were you, I would start off and do research for hashtags that are relevant to your industry. I would then create sets of hashtags, and I would say about 10 hashtags per set. And let's say you create 5 sets of hashtags. Why do you want to do this? Particularly on Instagram, it's going to help you define the level of engagement that you receive from the hashtags. And again, it's A/B testing, guys. So if you see that set 2's hashtags is getting far better reach, far better engagement than set 5, in fact, set 5's hashtags is getting no engagement, scrap it. And eventually you're going to have a process of elimination and take the 5 sets, bold it down, break it down to 1. So yes, you can absolutely use the same hashtags that you use on Instagram for LinkedIn, but make sure that you also belong to hashtags. So you can subscribe to different hashtags on LinkedIn, so you also get notified when people have posted about hashtags that are relevant to your industry.
Where do I use the hashtags? Do I have it in my bio? Where do I use it? I try to post that and use the hashtags.
All right, so the question is, where do I use the hashtags? You can use it everywhere. You can use it in your job title if you want to. You can use it in your bio. You can use it in every work experience description. You can use relevant hashtags there. You can use hashtags in your publications. You can use hashtags in your social posts. Whether you are doing image content sharing or videos, use hashtags. So everywhere. Next question.
What should I say? Should my job title be as I just got my own virtual assistant, being my own virtual assistant? It feels weird to call myself
All right, the question is, what do I call myself my job title on LinkedIn if I've just started out? And this particular question is from someone who is a virtual assistant and they don't particularly want to call themselves a director. You know, I'd use the keyword virtual assistant. You can say virtual assistant business owner. You could say virtual assistant entrepreneur. You could say I help startups with virtual assistant activities. But be sure to use virtual assistant in your job title because that is a keyword that will be searched on LinkedIn. Next question.
will previous 2 weeks be available? You
All right, the question is, will the previous 2 weeks be available? Absolutely. They have been recorded. At the moment, they are sitting with the editorial team. They're finishing up their editing. It will be uploaded on the website, I believe, within the next 48 hours, and we will notify everyone as soon as the last 2 weeks videos are there, so you can go back and go do the work for the last 2 weeks.
Would you recommend professional equipment for LinkedIn videos?
The question is, and I like it, is whether I would recommend having professional equipment right now for videos for LinkedIn. No. Guys, you don't have to spend money right now. Honestly, if you don't have the budget for it, don't waste money. If you have money for it, great. Go and get the professional equipment. Honestly, you can use your mobile phone, and if you know how to use it optimally, without shaking hands and with the great light and the right kind of background, use your phone. It's good enough for now, but I think ultimately get used to seeing yourself on video. Even now, it can be quite a discomfortable thing. So go and get comfortable being in front of the camera. Get yourself recorded and put it out there. Start, break the ice, get started.
Okay, is there any free tools for video creation?
All right, the question is, what free tools are there for video creation? Absolutely. One of them is iMovie for Apple and Andromedia, which is for Android. Andromedia for Android and iMovie for Apple. Free stuff. Use it.
Hashtag testing hashtags.
All right, the question is hash test for hashtags. The best way to do it is live. So go and post things and use different sets of hashtags. So have your sets of hashtags and go and see the engagement. Test the engagement that you have with every kind of hashtag set. In fact, maybe use the same kind of social post, but with different hashtags, and go do A/B testing. That's the best way to understand which hashtags are working best for industry right now. Next question.
Can you import video from YouTube and use it in LinkedIn? So I'm not sure, is native video your own video or is it niche video from other people?
Okay, you have asked whether you can take videos from YouTube and use on LinkedIn. I can tell you one thing. LinkedIn prefers native videos, so they prefer a video that's been uploaded directly onto their platform, not a link that will take them off their platform to YouTube. So yes, if you want to use a motivational video or something that you've seen that's inspired you on YouTube, you can share it on LinkedIn, absolutely. But LinkedIn would prefer it if you upload a native video to LinkedIn. So if you have done your own video, upload it directly to LinkedIn. You can always have it on YouTube as a separate channel, but try and use LinkedIn's video channel individually. They will reward you for it.
Can you use someone else's content from LinkedIn, someone else's YouTube content?
The question is whether you can use someone else's content from YouTube on your LinkedIn channel. Absolutely, if you give them credit. Obviously, they've got their branding, and it's someone big like Gary Vee, and you want to reshare one of his videos, heck, he's going to love you for it. So I think ultimately avoid plagiarism. Don't try and make other content look like your own, but if we can see that you're sharing a thought leader's content and you're commenting on it, great, go for it.
Would you suggest doing voice-over videos versus FaceTime videos? Because I'm somewhat cam shy.
All right, the question is, and because the person feels a bit cam shy, is to either do voiceover videos or to do forward-facing video. So having yourself recorded. Ultimately, it would be preferable for you to show your face because we want to see you. We want to get to know you. And you need to establish yourself as an authentic business person and establish credibility. But I don't see a problem doing voiceover for now. It's a way of getting seen. It's a way of getting comfortable with the whole video thing. And if that's your entry point, I would say go for it. But I feel ultimately that having yourself recorded is where you want to get to. That should be your final destination. So, guys, I want to thank you so much for your time. I love LinkedIn. I cannot say that enough. LinkedIn is such a beautiful tool to get new leads for your business, to establish yourself, your business, get brand awareness, and to hook up with people that you not necessarily could ever have met in person. So LinkedIn is absolutely amazing. Thank you for your time. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for engaging. I know an hour of your time is a lot for some of you, so I really, really appreciate it. Guys, next week we're going to discuss a new topic, and we'll see you there. So thank you. Cheers.